Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. It's Angela, the Traveling Crafter, and I am here with another fun Bolo Books and a bonus 5-minute crafts today. If you can tell, I am still not in my regular craft room. I am on the road doing a little traveling and a little crafting. And today I thought we would start by looking at a book that I think you might be interested in, and then testing out a project that is inspired by the lovely Margreth at 7 Plaza. If you don't know Margreth, hop on over to her channel, check her out. She is lovely, a great creator. She is funny, and she has some adorable kitties too, which anyone who has adorable kittens is wonderful in my heart. So thank you, Margaret, for this wonderful and easy little quick 5-minute craft that we are going to do today. Before we get started, I wanted to give a shout out to all of you who are new, and for those who are returning, thanks for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. As you can tell, these are really simple but very cute. The first ones I happen to have with me on the road, and I believe, alongside Margaret, and then the others I used our Bolo book for today. And if you don't know what a Bolo book is, let me tell you. So hashtag Bolo Books is for anyone who has found a book that loves what they've got, whether it be for a collection, for a craft, for a junk journaler, or just because it's a cool book. And today we are going to check out this Vera Bradley Enjoy the Journey book. This is a coloring book. I don't generally buy coloring books, but I thought this was one you might want to know about. So if you can see, it is quite a large book. If you're familiar with Vera Bradley, you probably know her for her bags, but she also does a lot of other things, including this wonderful coloring book. And you'll see as I flip through that I'm going to show you some really cool pages, as well as some other things like this. Oh my gosh. Whenever I see anything that is art related, it has to be something that I take out, which I'm going to do right now with my trusty little knife. One of the things that I've learned is that if I don't take something out that I see that I can use in a project that I have on the docket, then I probably will forget. And so this is the best way for me to get it out, put it aside, and then when I get home, I will put everything away. But here you go. And the beauty just begins. It starts with just small pieces, perfect for journal cards, tags, pockets, but they're all of her beautiful, gorgeous designs, and right there in front of you. You can make tickets, you can make labels. I mean, the list goes on and on. And of course, if you love to color in a coloring book and it's therapeutic for you, this may be your ticket because, there's just it's a design. You can color it and create it in whatever way you wish. You'll see that somebody had done a little bit of that in advance. But there's not very much. I think there was 1 or 2 pages. So what I have decided, look at this. Isn't that beautiful? What I've decided to do is a couple of projects. So we're going to do Margreth's 7 pocket project because it's super, super easy and super fun. And then you'll see that I have another 5-minute craft that we're going to do together. And you'll see in a day or two. So here we go. I think you'll be really surprised at how simple these are. And you're going to need, I believe I cut these out in advance. They're 6x6 pieces of paper from the Vera Bradley book, and you will need 2 of them. And you guys this is so easy. I mean, it's crazy. So what I've done is I've just folded this, leaving just a little overlap. Now, I could have folded that line in and inside. I didn't, and I don't remember how Margaret did it, but I probably would have done that a little bit different if I were to have done them again. I did have to do a voiceover because somehow the volume went out when I tried to post this the first time. So there you have it. You're folding those two over and simply gluing them together. Now you're only gluing them on this edge. You'll see that I was using this Eileen's Tacky Glue. Not a fan, but it was in my traveling craft bag, so that is what I had to work with. I won't be buying that again. I'm just going to go with my regular art glitter glue and Fabri-Tac and let it take up the space in my in my bag, because it was just way too messy. So now that you have your two rectangle pieces, you're going to fold each of them depending on how you want them to fit together. And as you can probably tell by now, they're going to kind of tuck inside of one another. So what will be important to you is probably to decide which one, like that one, I wanted more of the pretty pattern to show. But decide which pattern you want on for your first pocket. So you're just going to fold them up. And then decide where you want the other one. And you see on those, now when I did those, I think I followed along with her. And so on one of the pockets, see there's two, I did pop in the whale tail punches. So there's 7 total pockets. So you'll see there's 2 there at the moment, and then basically 2 at the top if you glue that down to a page. I didn't have a bone folder, so I'm using the end of my scissors. Now, this is where the audio went out in the original clip, and so now it's not so easy to see. But I'm going to go ahead and do those quick little thumb notches on the first 2, and then I am going to determine where I want the next pocket to be. And just like that, and the magic of television, it just went back to the way it was. You just can't win. But when you're on the road and you're traveling, you just kind of have to work with what you got. So that's what I did. Once you've kind of decided at what length you want that second pocket, then you're just going to do the same thing. You're going to notch those out, make sure everything is pressed down really well, and then it's time to glue. And I believe when I did these, when I'm looking back or thinking back to when I did my original ones, I believe when I started gluing them together, I glued the front one first and then worked my way backwards. And these, I glued the back flap on first and then to the front. Does it really matter? Probably not. Just kind of, figure out where you want everything and make sure that when it's folded, as you can tell right there, I had the glue, or I glued it just a little bit above where the first fold was, so it just alleviated a little bit of that bulk. But there's something that I really think is cool about these particular pockets with the Vera Bradley colored pages and then the coloring book page. And really, if somebody wanted in their journal, they could color all of those parts that aren't in, and I think it would be super, super cute. But that's as easy as it is. You're just going to fold, glue, and repeat. And as you're watching this, well, depending on when you're watching this, today is our first virtual makers retreat that we have showcased on the Makers Market, and it's actually, if you watch this early enough, we're starting at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, and you can hop on. Just click in the description and go to the Makers Market, and the link to as of today, you can just hop on. There's a link for the actual virtual retreat, and I have several friends joining me. We're going to do tutorials. We are going to play some games, do some giveaways, do a Q&A. We even have a show and tell. I am going to be busting up an entire paper pad using and ending with 0 scraps. There you can see a little bit more where all of those little pockets are. I didn't have a good tag to show you, so my apologies. But I really hope you absolutely give this a try. Check out Margreth's channel, 7 Plaza. She has lovely ideas and did some really cool things with the ones that she did. I'm going to embellish mine and make them prettier once I am in my own craft room. And before we leave for the day, take a second, hop over to the description box and click on the Maker's Market. And there will be a link directly linking you to our virtual craft retreat today at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. And you can hop in and out anytime during the day. And until then, remember to take time to just be. We'll see you soon. Cheers.